Aloha, everybody. Welcome back to On Island Time
Guess where we're at?
this weekend.
Oh. Where are we going?
Indiana Dunes.
Woohoo!
First trip of the season.
Yay! We are so happy to be out on the road again, although it's only going to be just a short trip. We are going to be camping at Indiana Dunes. We're going to do a work day tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so we're both going to be working from the RV, and then on Saturday and Sunday we are going to be enjoying the warmer than usual weather, which we always seem to get in the first weekend of March. This will be our third trip going to Indiana Dunes. The 1st of March, our maiden voyage with the RV was on March 4th, that weekend in 2022. And this is our third one. Anyway, stay with us and we'll let you see a little bit of the campground and where we're staying. It'd be dark out here. That's the most annoying thing about before spring forward is the darkness when you're coming to your campground. It always presents challenges, especially lighting and seeing where you're at. Looks like they're here. Cool.
Hi, Indiana resident.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
It's $7 per car. Never mind. And what is your site number?
18.
And is the car behind you with you?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, not loose behind. We're towing.
You're towing, but that vehicle that is on behind you isn't with you.
No, the other vehicle is not with us.
Okay. Are you expecting any other vehicles?
No.
Okay. Have you camped out here before?
Yes.
Okay. Do you need any other maps or anything while you're up here?
It would help.
Okay, so Charlie, remember it's back in sight and you unhook in front of the site and everything, so make sure you got a good spotter. There's a trail map and a campground one.
Super.
And then if you guys need firewood, we'll be selling it up here until 8 o'clock.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right,
Y'all have
great.
a good night.
Thank you.
You too.
Thanks.
We're off to our campsite.
Like, you were gonna get those started, so I got them.
we're here. All set up, all leveled. Slides are out. And we're cooking dinner. What are we having for dinner?
Oh, soupy eggs.
Sous vide egg bites. Yay. Like to keep it light on the nights that we come.
Look, it's hot.
Looks hot.
It can go longer.
Yeah, put it in there longer.
Another 30 seconds. Oh, nice.
Oh, that smells good. I can smell it from here.
All done.
Hot chocolate. Now you got to take a test taste. Let us know how you think it tastes.
Hot chocolate from Choc Zero. Yum. It's good.
And we are tired, but Sheri hasn't finished her hot chocolate yet, so we gotta wait for that. For tomorrow, we're all set up here. All she has to do is plug in her laptop and she's ready to go. And in case you didn't know, we have onboard internet. We have a router up here. That's the cradle point. And we also have another router in the back going through here. Let me turn the lights on so you can see. There we go. Lights are on, and this thing is just stuffed full of junk. But anyway, here it is. We keep it back here, plug it in to our little outlet over here. And it is T-Mobile cellular home internet. Even though we're mobile, it still works wherever we go. And we've not really had any issues with getting it to work. And it's $40 a month for us because we already have T-Mobile on our phones. In our cradle point, we use both AT&T and Verizon. We just pay for a cellular plan for each one of those. The router has a dual SIM capability, and all I have to do is just switch it to the other provider if I need to. And this router, so that we don't eat up all our cellular bandwidth, is actually tethered to the T-Mobile router in the back and capable of using it for access without ever having to use Verizon or AT&T.
Yeah, it's gotta have additional. Make it all gooey ooey.
Take a bite.
On a keto bun, I'm taking a bite. I'm in heaven. Huh?
You're videoing me.
Yes. It's your turn. No, the other way.
like Sheri's method of putting the mustard and the ketchup on the bottom and the top. But I'm not as liberal with the ketchup and the mustard. Good.
What was that?
Good.
Good.
Really good. Mustard in my ketchup. In my mustard. With Sheri's new toy.
The Hover One.
Dueling cameras. So we're here at the Indiana Dunes Beach at the state park. It's a really nice place. And unfortunately, we didn't know that. We brought Tippy and Izzy along with us. But unfortunately, pets prohibited. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and walk along the beach and we'll take you along with us. Here we go. We have the Devil's Slide sledding area, and the hours are 7 a.m. to sunset. This is the Devil's Slide. You probably can't see the angles very well, but that's a pretty large hill. And trekking up there is going to be a lot of work, but the fun comes on the downside. We don't have any poop bags, so we don't dare go down on the other side of the beach where we think dogs are allowed to go because we've seen other people going there. But we don't have any poop bags because we forgot them.
We put them. Do we have any plastic bags?
I don't know. Okay, so we're going to see if we have plastic bags. Well,
We have a garbage bag that can double as a poop bag. What do we have in the back?
I don't think we have anything in the back, do we?
We have a face mask.
Oh, yeah. Reminders of days gone by, or days past.
We have a mesh bag.
Yeah, that won't work.
So we have
That.
plastic bag.
With a bunch of garbage in it.
Yeah.
Receipts and stuff.
Well,
If you want to carry it.
I'll carry it, but I'm gonna dump real quick.
So now, the back of the Jeep becomes a trash bin. That netting, by the way, is there because of some wood that we got one time last camping season. It just kind of stayed there.
Come on.
Izzy is just dying to get to the beach.
She sees all the people.
We decided that since there was no signs on this side, that we could go on this side. And Plus, there's other dogs down here.
Ooh. I should have
Izzy's not
changed my
liking
shoes. Had gotten my hiking boots.
Come on, Izzy, let's go. You're in such a big hurry.
Come on.
She doesn't know what to make of this.
She is all excited.
So what do you think is going to happen when we get to the water? I think Izzy's going to back off. She's not going to know what to make of it. Just like she did at the lake in Denver.
Or she might take a drink.
She might. She's like, I want to get there.
Tippy's even picked up the pace now that she can.
Yeah. Oh, wait through it. Okay. You gonna go for a swim, Izzy? A little bit hesitant there. Oh, you got your leash tangled up. Tippy's like, I don't care. It's just water. Here, come on, come on. Out to the water. Let's go. Out to the water. Come on.
She's like,
She's
no.
not budging.
She's got those paws out like, no.
She is not a water dog.
No, don't make me go.
I've seen other dachshunds that love the water. She got startled by the water. Oh, no, we're not going that way. We're staying out here. Oh yeah, let's go get that leaf.
He's such a dork.
Let's see what happens when we walk right straight for the water. She's like, well, I want to go around this.
Come on, Tippy. Come on. Well, Tippy's going slow. You go ahead.
It's getting soft out here.
Woo. Woo. It's
And
getting...
Izzy's like, I don't know what to do here. They're like, stop. What do you smell? Come on, let's go. Here is the Dari-Dip. Closed right now. I'll probably be open I would say Memorial Day weekend is when they'll open back up. My socks. Evidence she's wearing my socks.
My socks.
My socks. I have the yellow toes, and those are yellow toes.
No, they're golden.
She steals my socks. She's a sock thief. So we had a pretty good time at the beach. Unfortunately, we have a meetup with some friends over in the nearby town, so we have to leave the beach so that we can get ready to get there. If you've never been to the Indiana beach at the Indiana State Park, it's a really nice beach. There is a pavilion restaurant here that you can eat at, and I think they're open
During camping season?
Yeah, during camping season, and maybe extended a little bit longer than that as well. Not sure on that. Definitely check their website out to see what they have to offer.
Beach season is coming up and it is packed crazy here. So if you don't get here early, you'll be parking in the overflow spot somewhere around in here and having to walk a little bit of a distance. If you don't mind, then okay, but beware. Very popular park here in Northwest Indiana. A lot of people come to this park and hang out and swim. I think that the best time to come is off season from camping, because then it's not as crazy. It's on a beautiful day like this, there's a lot of people, but I wouldn't say that it's crowded. But in the summertime and during camping season, it is crazy, crazy busy. So I would suggest avoiding that time if you can, and come in September, October, March, April, before they start opening things up. So that's my tip for you guys.
But of course, if you're just coming to swim, you can come here all year long. But if you're coming here to camp, the main campground is usually booked solid until the late fall. Actually, up until around the end of October and November, you're going to have a very hard time getting a campsite here. There is, very close by, the Indiana Dunes National Park. So you have the state park and you have the national park. The downside to the national park is they have no electric or water. The only thing they'll have there is a dump site. We've been there. It's very pretty. Would recommend that if you like that sort of camping, that you go there. It's a very nice place.
And you're not near the beach. Also, they get busy in camping season as well. So if you can make a reservation, super duper dupers. But I think the off season is best if you want to try and come out here to camp.
Now it's time for the 3 things we like and the 3 things we dislike. And we are going to start with the 3 things that we dislike.
I'll let you start first. One of the things I don't like is the fact, and it's not within our control, and it's not a issue with Indiana Dunes State Park, but it is the fact that this park is really, really busy during the camping season from April 1st until, I believe, the last weekend in October. And then after that, things open up. Sometimes it's still a little hard to get in. But it's a little bit easier because as the winter starts to approach, everybody is storing their trailers, their RVs, and whatnot. So during the camping season, it is really hard to get in. There have been a few times where we have been on a waiting list during the summer to get in, and we've been contacted that there's an opening. But I believe the issue with being on a waiting list is if there's an opening, everybody on that waiting list gets notified. So it's kind of like a free-for-all, whoever gets it first.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult to get in here, like Sheri said. If you don't make reservations several months in advance for during the summer, you're likely not going to get in. You can, there's a camp finder. There's a website that we use to help us secure a spot in campsites that are full. And in the past, it's worked out really well for us. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's like Camp Finder or something like that. It works really well. But it is a subscription that you have to have with them in order to get that service.
And Mike normally makes all the reservations, and so he can't remember what the name is, and I can't help you out. So the second thing that we dislike about Indiana Dunes is that it's really close to the commuter train station here. Now, the commuter train runs from as far east as South Bend all the way into the city of Chicago. And there was one weekend last year where we were here, we got set up, Mike went into the city, so it was just me and the girls. I was without my sidekick.
Yeah, and because the train was so close, we just dropped me off there in the morning, and I took the train into the city. I had to spend the night because it was a company event, and I came back the next day, and it was great. She just drove out and picked me up, and we were back here within 10 minutes.
But what's bad about the commuter train is that they do blow their whistles, they do blow their horns, and the station is maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles away, and in the off season, sound travels further. And yeah, if you can deal with it, it really isn't bad, but when it's really full in the summertime, it's kind of hard to hear because there's so many people around here, and the foliage is out, so that helps to damper the noise. But I don't really care for it, but it really doesn't bother me all that much. But it's kind of a dislike to have to do that or to deal with that.
So for the third thing, and in our first stay here, back in 2022, which was our maiden voyage with Paulina, we stayed at Space 3. And Space 3 has a bit of unlevelness to it. And we were like this on our front wheels off the ground.
It was more than that.
Yeah, well, that was after I re-leveled, I think. We were still even off the ground then. And because we didn't have our blocks with us, we weren't able to get anything under the front tires. I felt really uncomfortable with it up in the air like that. We've purchased more blocks to help us at least have something that the front wheels are on, and especially the back wheels. But anyway, if you're in a trailer, you're not going to have any problems with that, because you can move your tongue up and down and get level from front to back. Whereas for us, it's a little bit more difficult. We don't have that. We have 4 jacks underneath us, so we have to raise or lower the front ones or the back ones to bring us back into level, and it was really difficult for us that first time. Not only that, but I was unfamiliar with the ecosystem's leveling ability, which leaves a lot to be desired. It is extremely difficult to bring the EQ systems into level, and even though I've zeroed it many times, they've zeroed it when I've taken it back for repair at the factory, it still does not get us into level. So I have to always do it manually. I usually I put them down and let it level it, and what it thinks is level, and then I go and I finish it with my LevelMate Pro.
Now, not all the sites are like that, but be aware, there are some sites that are challenging to level up. So as Mike said, if you have an RV motor home or a Class A, maybe even possibly a Class C, we have a Super C, it would be challenging to level up in some of these spots, but not all of them. There's maybe a few that you can count on one hand, maybe 2. But other than that, yeah, a lot of the sites are not perfectly level, but there is some leveling that you have to do, but there are sites that would be a challenge.
Yeah. So now it's time for the 3 things that we like about Indiana Dunes State Park. And I'm going to take the first one.
Okay.
I like the fact that these sites are large. You can get a large rig in here easily. Motorhome, you can pull your motorhome in, back it in. I think all the sites are back in here. And you can park your vehicle, if you're towing, next to your RV, which for me is a big plus. I like having the Jeep right next to the RV instead of in front of it. And it just makes a big difference. So that's one thing I like about it. And most of the pads are very level. I think we were down 5 inches in the back rear corner on the driver's side, and we were able to bring it up to level with no problem. So this is our campsite. We have plenty of room to park the Jeep and plenty of room for the RV and getting it all the way off the street. They do only have electric hookups here. There is a large body. There's a large hill in the back. And as you can see...
Hush. Sorry.
Anyways, this is our site. Nice picnic table. Nice fireplace right next to our RV. Might not want to put our awning out due to that. But either way. And they do have, these are the dunes. Anyways, that's about it.
So the second thing that we like about this place is if you're staying in, I think they consider this the West Loop, you're only about 1.5 miles from the beach. So if you like to go hiking, you can hike to the beach from the campground area. If you're on the other loop, it might be maybe a little longer than 1.5 miles. But also too, there are several trails that you can take if you like to hike. And you can hike to the beach where the swimming is, or there's other places that the trails will take you along the dunes. And if you're here, check out the shoreline. It's really pretty. And to the east, you can see Michigan City. There's a what looks like a nuclear stack, which it isn't, but it looks like it's in the same shape of. You can see that stack of Michigan City. And if you look west, you can see the steelmaker Cleveland Cliffs at Burns Harbor. And if you're really lucky, you could see a little bit further and see Hammond. And I believe on a really clear day, you can see portions of Chicago.
Yeah, it's very easy to see the skyline of Chicago on really clear days. One of the other things about the beach here is if you're an avid winter camper, Mike and Lynn, listen up. They do have a sledding hill from the dune. You can go up to the top of the dune and you can sled down. And it's specifically for that. So if you ever get over this way during the winter time, when there's lots of snow, that would be something that you might enjoy.
It's huge, and it looks like a lot of fun in the summer too, if you bring cardboard with you or one of those sledding discs. It just looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the third thing we like
the fact that this campground is a very short distance, just a short 40-minute drive from our home. We typically, for the last 3 years, this is our third, we have chosen this campground as our maiden voyage for the beginning of the camping year. We really only camp during the early spring through the late, actually almost the first couple weeks of winter in December. And then we need to put our RV away because we don't have a garage for it to keep it warm and keep some of the pipes from freezing. We do use heaters in the bay and in the house, but that gets a little bit expensive trying to keep those things going all the time. And the propane is just not really an option for us because that's expensive too.
Yeah, we are about 25 miles from our home. So this is really convenient for us to make it our first trip of the year. Mike does some things during the year to upgrade. We're preparing this year to go boondocking in April when we are camping in an area of the Path of Totality. And so it's kind of nice that we're beginning to, this is something that we do every year, so we can see what's working, what needs to be tweaked, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, and what we forgot.
And what we forgot, because
we do.
We do forget some things. There was one year, I'll tell you, I'll be honest, I forgot the coffee.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
And that wasn't in the Wraith. That was in the Sunseeker. The last year we had the Sunseeker. I forgot coffee. Very bad. Very bad.
Yeah, it's a good thing we had the Jeep because we wouldn't have coffee. We'd be over at the neighbors and we'd ask, "Can you have some coffee, please, please?"
But other than that, those are the three things we like. Those are the three things we do not like. And if you get a chance to get out here, make your reservations early, at least up to 6 months minimum, I think, or maybe that's the maximum.
Yeah, that
in
is
Indiana.
the maximum.
6 months maximum. Yeah. If you can do that within 6 months and you can get a spot, come out and visit. It is really gorgeous out here.
So if you like this video, please give us a like and a subscribe. It really, really helps the channel. And we are looking to grow the channel this year and
Thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up. We're looking to grow the channel this year and hopefully expand our subscriber base. And until next time, ride the wave
on Island Time. Aloha, everybody.
Bye. Today is a wrap. We are heading home, going to the dump first. It's been a good weekend. Today, Sunday, is just a beautiful day. The high is just a touch under 70. Might actually be 70, but we don't know for sure. Sheri likes to drive to the dump, not to jump. We jump to the dump. So here's the dump. 2 stations right by each other. Really easy to get into. Shouldn't have any problem. Anyway, so long. Farewell.
Aloha, everybody. See you next time.
Bye. They're all fastened in their seat belts.
Ground.
Oh wow. Look at that line.
This line is long. I mean, we haven't even come to the maintenance area. There's a lot of people wanting to come in today. It is a gorgeous day.